Romania, a nation wrestling to revive from the crush of communism. A people steeped in the traditions of orthodoxy. A land longing for hope, for a future. 155 miles from the towering buildings of the capital city, through the rolling farmland of southeastern Europe, rests the least evangelized area of the country, the village of Negru Voda. In the midst of this critical need, God is strategically raising up a small but mighty body of believers.
I am Pastor Darrell. I was born into a family with deep Orthodox roots. When I was 18 years old, God spoke to me and I decided to dedicate my life to Him. This created great conflict between me and my family. In fact, my father wouldn't even speak to me anymore. But still, God put a passion for lost souls in my heart when we started in the autumn of 1996. God put a missionary project in our hearts. This county of Constanza has more than 100 small cities and villages with at least 1,000 people, and not one has an evangelical church, so there is tremendous need to go and tell them about God. In the past years, we've planted 5 churches. Negru Voda is a city with 5,000 people. There is no evangelical church here, only 2 Orthodox churches. Negru Voda is strategic for this area because it's the county seat, the hub of government activity and commerce. There are banks, corporations, and a high school here. People from the surrounding countryside come to Negru Voda, so Negru Voda has a tremendous influence for the area. We believe this is the time to make this happen. We have the people to do this, and a team established. We have the passion, and we believe we have all that we need. By 2022, my vision and dream is for Negru Voda to have a church. To be more specific, my dream is to have a community center for believers and unbelievers alike. This is a poor area with so many needs. The church would be able to serve others and to help the people. We talk here about our children that have no resources to have a good life. We talk about abused women. We talk about the elderly. So my vision for 2022 is for us to have a Christian community center to serve the non-believers. But I also see this kind of building being used as a church. And this place, this church, is also a place where we can do recreational activities and meet. Once a church is planted in Negru Voda, the contact with Negru Voda to the surrounding areas could be more frequent. For example, believers could come to the community center every day. They already go to Negru Voda almost daily for school, errands, and medical care. We have the example of the Apostle Paul, who went to plant churches in the big communities. And from there, from the big communities, the gospel was spread to the smaller communities. So in an area of 40 kilometers, we have Negru Voda, which is the very epicenter. Today is a period of transition from the fall of communism in Romania. Things are very different than they were under that regime. People would simply go to work, and when they were older, they would retire and stay with their families. Now things are changing very fast. It's difficult for people to find a place to work. If someone has a job, they usually have 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet, and peace evades their hectic lifestyle. Many Romanians work abroad, so they have to leave their families in order to have a job. They live countries apart for months or even years. The focus of life for most Romanians is just to survive. They are paying so many costs for basic survival. So we are working to show them how to be still and know who God is in their lives.